Arizona is the sunniest state in the United States, with a lot of the major cities around the Phoenix Valley getting 300 or more sunny days per year. With that amount of solar resource, it's only natural that solar energy is a big part of the state. And the state currently ranks fifth in total installed capacity in the United States. It has about 9,500 megawatts installed through Q3 of 2024, and that will only continue to increase. Because a lot of the extreme heat, people there use a ton of energy. But despite that, solar actually only provides about 12% of the state's total energy resource. The utility rates have increased about 25% in the last 10 years, so between needing a lot of energy and those rates increasing, solar will only continue to increase and be part of Arizona. Despite all of this, though, the Solar Energy Industries Association, or SEIA, said that the market is a bit turbulent because of some eliminating incentives and declining NEM policies. So let's take a look at some of the incentives that are available for Arizona homeowners that are spurring upon this solar adoption. First of all is the federal tax credit. Federal tax credit sits currently at 30%, so you can take 30% tax credit towards your income taxes when you do go to file solar. Make sure you do talk to a tax professional when you're talking about this because it hits everybody a little bit differently depending on your situation. Also here is the Section 179 depreciation, the modified cost recovery system. If you're a solar business or a business who's investing in solar, you can depreciate that asset much faster and you can take tax deductions based on that depreciation. Now, as far as state incentives and programs go, there is not a lot here for Arizona homeowners. The most prominent is the residential solar and wind energy tax credit, which gives homeowners a 25% credit towards their state income taxes for the purchase of a solar system. 25% of the total installed cost of your system with a max cap at $1,000. So essentially, just $1,000 credit towards your income taxes. Solar equipment in Arizona is also sales tax exempt. So if you're installing equipment, you are exempt from paying the 5.6% sales tax that exists in Arizona. So the prices can be a little bit lower on the front end because of that. There's also a property tax exemption in Arizona so that there is an assessment you can file so that county assessors are not going to increase the value of your property taxes because you have solar on your home. As we know, we've talked about in previous videos, solar does increase home values anywhere from 5 to 10%. So you can see that increased value if you go to sell your house, but that's not going to result in increases to your actual property taxes in Arizona. Residents who take their service from Mohave Electric Co-op, which serves about 38,000 people in northwestern Arizona, can receive an incentive of 5 cents per watt for installed solar systems up to $2,500. So if you do have this electric utility, which is a small portion of the Arizona population, when you install solar, you can apply for this rebate from them. If you install the 10 kilowatt system, it means you receive a $500 credit for installing that. Additionally, Mohave Electric Co-op also provides a battery rebate incentive. So members of their co-op who are installing batteries can receive a $500 credit towards that battery, as long as the battery they're installing has at least a 5 kilowatt hour capacity, a 10-year warranty, is programmable and connects to Wi-Fi, and is not charged during peak on-peak hours. Now, as far as net metering goes in Arizona, back in 2016, the Arizona Corporation Commission passed an act to switch net metering over to net billing. Essentially, this moved them to an NEM 2.0, like we saw in California back from 2017 till 2023. It's essentially the same thing, but just gives a slightly lower than retail cost value for any power that's exported to the grid. And that would apply to the investor-owned utilities there. So you're not getting full retail rate for anything that goes out to the grid, but you are getting a little bit under retail rate. As of currently, the investor-owned utilities give you roughly about 6 or about 5 cents for any power that you send out to them. As of Q3 2024, the cost for electricity in Arizona sat at about 14 cents a kilowatt hour. So you're getting roughly half if you were to send that power out to the grid as opposed to using it right inside your house if you had like a battery. In total, though, there are 16 utilities that cover all across Arizona, and all of them have a little bit of different rates. So it's important to check with your local solar installer or your utility if you are installing solar as to find out what the net metering rate is and if it makes financial sense for you to send any excess power back out to the grid or install a battery so you can use it more inside your house. Overall, solar in Arizona, while there's not a lot of incentives, will still continue to be very popular because of the extremely high usage that people experience. With the extreme heat that most of Arizona experiences, people need a lot of energy and they're running it constantly. And with the rates increasing more than 25% in the last 10 years, we're not going to see any type of slowdown in Arizona. That amount of solar is only going to continue to increase. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and check out some of our other videos of incentives in different states and ways that you can enhance the efficiency of your solar system.